The time is noon. I believe we're still waiting for a quorum, but correct me if I'm wrong, Marshall.
Yes, we're still waiting on a quorum. I just reached out to 2 additional council persons.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Councilwoman Cabrera has joined on, so we should now have a quorum. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do now have a quorum.
Okay, just stand by. We'll wait for the call from the control room.
And Chair, Commissioner Fields will be joining on about 10 minutes late.
Okay, thank you. It's not letting me start my video. I did get a message that said that we are live and that we can begin.
WITN, can you confirm that, please?
It says the host has stopped it.
I'm having that issue as well, President.
One moment, I'm looking into it.
Okay, thank you.
Try it now.
Not yet. Hold on. I think I'm okay. I'm good now. All right, thank you. Thank you, WITN. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the meeting of Wilmington's Cable, Video, and Telecommunications Commission. I am Trippy Congo, President of Wilmington City Council and Chair of the Cable, Video, and Telecommunications Commission. Before we get started, I'd like to do a roll call of our committee members. Commissioner Darby. Commissioner Fields said she'd be late. Commissioner Cabrera,
Present.
Commissioner Taveras,
Present.
Commissioner Kelly Williams, Commissioner Rego asked to be excused. Commissioner Terrence Williams,
Present.
and Commissioner Steparo.
Present.
All right, thank you everyone who has joined us virtually. I'd like to also acknowledge other panelists that are in attendance. We have Marshall Bass-Knight, Senior Legislative Advisor and CFO for Wilmington City Council. Wendell Ralston, WITN Station Manager. Robert Markopoulos, Red Clay School District, EDTV. Ivan Thomas from DETV. Akira Granardo, Deputy City Clerk, and John Stan, Assistant City Solicitor. If everyone can please take a few moments just to review the draft minutes from the February 4th Cable, Video, and Telecommunications Commission meeting. I'd like to accept the motion to adopt the February 4th CBT minutes.
So moved.
Second.
On the question? Motion has been moved and seconded to accept the February 4th minutes. Has been adopted. For new business, Wendell, if you can please provide an update report on the station's programming and operations.
You're muted, Wendell.
You know, when you're on this side of the camera, you forget the simple things. So good afternoon, everybody. And I'm just going to pull up the PowerPoint here. My name is Wendell Ralston. I'm the station manager with WITN. And before I begin, Mr. Chair, I believe Commissioner Fields is here and she probably wants to be recognized.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to recognize Commissioner Bermuda Fields. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go ahead and just give a brief update on WITN. So just a reminder of the programming that we have in the various categories here. We do produce the Wilmington City Council meetings, the committee meetings, this commission meeting that we're currently in. We do have a crew behind the scenes bringing this meeting out to the world. And in addition to that, we produced the President's weekly address and 2-minute drills, which we're trying out a lot of 2-minute drills as of late. So I appreciate the council members that have taken advantage of that. Again, if you would like to utilize that platform, just reach out and we'll put you on the books. Highly encouraging all to use that platform. And then we have our 22 news content, which consists of both news stories as things are picking up back around town. We are out there covering the happenings around the city. And then we have the on the scene programming, which is our live broadcast of press conferences and ribbon cuttings and such. And then we have other programming such as Need to Knows, Sights and Sounds, special programming, and PSAs. So in addition to that programming, in between that programming on TV, we have our TV message board, which provides information regarding our program schedule for the day. We have a feed from DelDOT to give updates about what's going on in the roads. And then we also provide information for about city services, resources, and events. And commissioners, council members, those of you who are watching on TV or on the interweb, please reach out to us if you have any information regarding events or free resources for the community. We love to put that content up on the message board so that just let the folks out there know what's available in the city. So I just want to touch on our social media numbers so far. We have consistent growth across our platforms. Facebook, we've added additional 250 followers. On Instagram, we added 69 new followers for the year. And then our high performer is YouTube, which since the last time I actually spoke to the commission, we've added over 300 new subscribers. This was historically a more dormant platform for us, but in the recent years, it has picked up. We're over 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, and you know, at this rate, it can eventually overtake Facebook, which is our flagship platform. And just to go back to Facebook real quick, just to touch on those numbers, our page reach for last month was just about 57,000 with our post engagement around the 12,000 mark. And then some of our top performers were, we had Need to Know about the repairs that DelDOT performed on the 3 drawbridges that crossed the Christina, which had 4,300 in reach. And then we had the on the scene with the street renaming for the late Dr. Newton, which came at 3,200 in reach. So to touch on some developments that happened since I last spoke to everybody here, we have officially entered into an agreement with Newcastle County to provide production services for their council meetings, the county council meetings. This has been years in the making. We did have some setbacks due to COVID, but we're finally here. And that contract is going to bring $34,500 to the station, and it's broken down with 27,000 of that being for direct production services for their meetings. And then the county also agreed to do a 50% cost share for our maintenance and technical support contract with our engineering vendor, which for them, their share comes to $7,500. So we're really excited about this this new relationship that we have with the county, and we look forward to getting started. And just to let everybody know, the anticipated start date for them to come back into chambers, so we can really get the ball rolling, is August 24th. So we're eagerly waiting for that date. And then in addition, I just want to highlight some of the recognitions that the station received this year. Our staff won several DPA, Delaware Press Association awards this year. Not just WITN, but we had some people up on the 9th floor and council members that also won. So congratulations to everybody. But I wanted to highlight a couple of the awards that WITN received, and that is there was a first place award for best on the scene report, which was for the Maxima 104.1 FM Festival Hispano, which was produced by Amanda Robbins and Saquon Stimson. And they also received the second place award for on the scene reporting for the Stop the Violence rally, which was organized by Councilwoman Oliver last summer. As for the first place piece, that was sent to the national competition through the National Federation of Press Women. And we should be receiving the results from from that competition on the 25th of this month. So fingers crossed that our piece does earn the first place award nationally. Amanda's piece from last year won first place, so we're hoping for a repeat. I'm gonna take this time. I did show this piece before in the meeting, but I just want to show it again just so people can see the award-winning piece.
¡Puerto Rico! Si hay latinos, regáleme un grito los latinos. Cumbia para el mundo que vino a disfrutar eso dice siempre.
National Hispanic Heritage Month celebrations are underway in downtown Wilmington. In partnership with the City of Wilmington and Nuestras Raíces, local radio station Maxima 104.1 held their very first Festival Hispano Wilmington at Tubman Garrett Park on the riverfront.
Video is showing, but it's up on the same page.
It started in 1968 as Hispanic Heritage Week. Hispanic Heritage Month was officially extended.
I apologize. We'll give it one more go here.
Puerto Rico, Honduras, Puerto Rico. Si hay latinos, regáleme un grito los latinos. Cumbia para el mundo que vino a disfrutar eso dice siempre.
National Hispanic Heritage Month celebrations are underway in downtown Wilmington. In partnership with the City of Wilmington and Nuestras Raíces, local radio station Maxima 104.1 held their very first Festival Hispano Wilmington at Tubman Garrett Park on the riverfront. Started in 1968 as Hispanic Heritage Week, Hispanic Heritage Month was officially extended in 1988 and is celebrated from September 15th through October 15th each year, highlighting the histories, cultures, and influence of Americans with Latin roots. Features of the brand new festival included carnival games, vendors, traditional and Latin-inspired foods, music, and dancing.
Everyone and every family is very, very excited to be here.
Kevin Andrade, event director and president and CEO of the Voice Radio Network, which includes Maxima 104.1, says it's fantastic that the festival's kickoff year was met with such enthusiasm by the Wilmington community as a whole.
We wanted to the people know, the American community know who we truly are. You know, we want you to know that we are really proud to be Hispanics, but also proud to be in America. We are the first Latino station in this area in many, many years. So we're really proud to serve not just the Hispanic community, but every single person and business that we want to be part of the Hispanic community.
For many in Wilmington, the festival was a place for families, pets, friends, and vendors to come together to enjoy the rich cultural scene in celebration of Hispanic Americans.
For me, it is immense pride. That is what I feel when I get to be here celebrating with my brothers and sisters from all walks of life, from all the different Latin American countries. And not only that, the people that have come to enjoy and celebrate the culture with us. So we learn about the different cultures, languages, the food, the music, and the art of the people who live among us.
Reporting from Wilmington, this is Amanda Robbins, 22 News.
We pull back the presentation here. So apologize for the technical difficulty, the nature of Zoom. So, but yeah, I'm glad that our staff is getting the recognition, not only in Delaware but nationally for the work that they're doing, and especially given the constraints that staff had to work in with COVID, and then also being short-staffed, still being short-staffed. But the work of Amanda and Saquon, I really appreciate them. And then in addition to that, we have our newcomer Nigel Sanderson, who some of you have probably seen out in the field. I want to get his work out there as well, so we can continue to be recognized. So I'm going to segue into our staffing. So we have 6 staff positions within the department, in which 4 are currently filled. We have 2 vacancies, one being a senior producer and another one being a producer position. We are in the process of filling those positions. So I'd like to thank the council for allowing us to move forward with filling those vacancies. In addition to our staff, we have a freelancer pool. We have 7 freelancers in our pool, in which 6 are being actively used. And just to give some clarity on what I mean by saying actively used, is freelancers that we have used in the last month. We do have a pool that we utilize, and depending on people's availability and the task at hand, we might not use a certain person for an extended period of time, but they're still part of our pool if we do need them in the future. So I'm just going to show the organizational chart real quick. And thank you. Again, I'm Wendell Ralston, station manager for WITN. My contact is there on the page. And please, if you have any information, everybody that's that can hear my voice right now, if you have any events or stories that you think are newsworthy, please send that information to us. Our email is witn22news@wilmingtonde.gov. Send the information over, and we'll take a look. So with all that being said, I'll open up to questions from the commission.
Okay, thank you, Wendell. I'd like to recognize Commissioner Darby. Also, just want to just thank you and your team for everything that you do for our council and for our city. And congratulations on the awards. And we definitely look forward to any new projects or new ideas that you and your team are going to bring to our city. So as usual, great job, and job well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Commissioner Cabrera.
Yes, I would just wanted to add that I did have the opportunity to go to the awards ceremony along with Council Member Brigida Fields, and it was amazing. And it was I was so proud that our team was being honored and that they received all these awards. And I would also say that the sacrifices that our team makes, because even though Mr. Ralston was a recipient of the award, he was back at work running a finance meeting that day and was not able to make it to receive his award in person. But it was certainly a very nice ceremony. And sometimes we don't realize the work, all the work that is being done behind the scenes by our team, the meetings, everything that they do to make sure that everything flows like clockwork. So I just want to personally thank Wendell for his leadership, and everything is going pretty smooth with WITN. So thank you and congratulations to all.
Thank you. I just want to give some clarity that the award was for Amanda Robbins and Saquon Simpson. I'm just, the guy trying to keep everything running together. But I mean, the real work is the staff that's out there in the field, on the ground. I'm just a suit.
So humble.
All right, thank you. Ms. Bassanite.
Yes, Chairman. I just want to mention too that it's good to see that the contract is moving forward with Newcastle County. As Mr. Ralston mentioned, this has been a long time in coming, and to see it come to fruition is going to be very good. And it's even more important why we need the freelancers, because the freelancers are going to be the ones who's going to be doing all of the work when it comes to the contract with Newcastle County. In addition, when WITN gets fully staffed, there will be additional programming. So it's really exciting to see these national awards and to know that there's going to be future programming coming down the pike when they fully staff.
Mr. Chair, you're muted.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bassanite. Commissioner Fields.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say I'm not going to repeat everything, but WITN, I appreciate you as a overall everybody, even the freelancers. And I'm hoping you get some more people down there because I know it's a tight squeeze on you all when you have to try to make different events that us as councils or, just city stuff. So keep up the good work. I know you will, but I just want to, just recognize that you are working on a skeleton, what is it called? A skeleton crew with a skeleton crew. So keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Any other questions or comments from committee members? Any comments from the public? And seeing no hands raised, again, thank you, Wendell, and just keep up the great work.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Keep on supporting us, as well as supporting DTV and EdTV, because we make up the PEG, and the PEG is very important to the city. So we just want to we appreciate the support that we get. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next on the agenda, we're going to have an update report from the Red Clay Consolidated School District regarding operations of the Educational Access Channel by Robert Markopoulos, Digital Media Specialist and Executive Producer of EdTV.
Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone today?
All right, how you doing?
Good, thank you. I'm not going to be very long today. As most people know, today is the last day of school. So there's a lot going on in and around this district, as many other districts around Delaware at this time. So I will go through a little bit of our programming update. Some of our signature shows are still running, and we're updating new shows as we go. The 3 R's, which as it sounds is about curriculum and instruction in schools. We have a couple new, we have a new episode running right now that will continue through the summer. Our cooking show has been on a little bit of a hiatus just because of staffing and stuff like that. So we're hoping this summer to get that up and running and have some new episodes. I'm talking with our department chair about what that looks like. And she has had some meetings with some people from the University of Delaware who might be interested in joining the effort. So that could be exciting. So we're in that process right now. Our show, The Good Stuff, which is a compilation of what we've done over pretty much half a year, and now we're going to look at the second half of the year. So we have some great little mini documentaries that feature the Hockessin Colored School number 107 walk that we've done, which was last month, as well as the new school naming of Joseph Johnson School, which is formerly of Highlands, as well as our SOR of the year. Back in February, we had William C. Lewis's relative come to the school to talk about him. So we have that, as well as other teacher of the year and support professional of the year, little bits that we're going to be including in that. This day in history, still every day is a new one. And then we have our new weekly episodes of our mindfulness program that one of our elementary school principals does each and every week, which is great. Our story time program, which is one of our elementary school teachers does, which is this week is our last week of that since they're going on summer break. So that's pretty much the programming update as we have right now. We're in talks based on an idea from our superintendent to do a show. If you're all familiar with a show that's on HBO called The Shop, I think LeBron James talks with other athletes. We're going to do that, but with teachers of the year, current and past, and talk about the state of education. And we're hopefully going to do that as a monthly show. Some other new things, our new broadcasting hardware has been installed and is compliant with DOE, so we shouldn't have any downtime or security issues with them. Our education station bus that we go around and capture student voice is going to be redesigned over the summer, and hopefully we're going to partner with a couple people we're looking at to bring, besides capturing student voice, is also to bring pop-up classroom and lessons, whether it's science, whether it's English, whatever, to different schools who want us to come out so we can provide education and then get reaction immediately right off that. So it's our traveling classroom, which has been successful in the past. We're going to redo that. Always try to keep something new and innovative for our kids and our teachers and our community. And lastly, as we go into our 10 years of EdTV, we're thinking, based on conversations with our superintendent, of rebranding the network, just to try to keep something fresh, something engaging. Obviously, we'll keep you up to date on where we are with that, but these are conversations we're going to have after today. So that's what we're looking forward to, but I think there's a lot of great, exciting stuff on the horizon, and we're excited to be partnering with you guys and everybody who supported us. Wendell actually has shared some PSAs on lead poisoning that they share with us. So we're running, I think, across all platforms, that PSA on our channels about Delaware and lead poisoning. So that's something that is great that we share, and we'd love to continue to do that with programming. And I just thank you for letting us be a part of this whole commission and allowing us to broadcast on the airwaves. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mark, and congratulations on 10 years.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's because of you we're here, so I appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
Do you have any plans for the summer? You guys have any plans for the summer?
Just coming up with new and exciting things. Hopefully, we're going to do that education talk show over the summer, and we have a couple things that teachers are doing around here. Some surprise events that we're putting together right now, and then hopefully put our heads together with Superintendent Green to come up with some ideas to get the education word out there and spread the information with as many people who watch us.
Okay. Please let us know how we can be of assistance.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Do you have any comments or questions from any commissioners or anyone from the committee? Ms. Bassanight?
Yeah, just one question is, with the summertime, well, being here in a couple of weeks, is there any possibility of any type of summer camps for the inner city youth who wants to become familiar with TV? I wasn't for sure if that was something that's a possibility or something in the pipeline.
Anything is open if people want to contact me, as we're all aware that I'm the only person doing this. So, you know, the school is full of summer camp or summer school this year. But if there's people who would love to intern, we had some interns before. There's nothing formal. I have to go through my channels here with Superintendent Green and see what it looks like. But I'm open if there's people who want to intern. I'm open to that. But nothing officially has been set up with that. It's just a lot of moving parts and trying to do the programming and come up with the editing and shooting and everything. Try to manage that is a little difficult. But if some people or anybody knows of anybody, please feel free to email me and we'll make that like we've done in the past. We had a couple interns last summer. I'm always looking to teach our youth what I know and would welcome that. So.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, thank you. Any comments from anyone in the public? Seeing no hands raised. All right, thanks again, Mark, and enjoy your summer.
All right, have a great summer, everybody. Bye-bye now.
Next on the agenda, we have an update report from DETV, the third-party operator for public access, lease access, including financial update and the financial update report, an update on reports that are due to the city by Ivan Thomas. Mr. Thomas. I think you might have a bad connection, I. Okay. All right, we'll give you some time.
Is that better?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. Okay, let me give you a program update. It has been what, 3 years now, and we have been going strong ever since we've been in here. What we decided to add this, we found out every 6 to 8 months our model is changing or changes a little bit. So what we decided to do this year, this time of change, was to add on a more in-depth way of being out in the community. So and that's what events or like the statue of Mayor Seals. So like right here is a part of our news section where we did Out and About. We partnered with Out and About magazine, and we were doing the Grand Prix throughout Delaware for that weekend. That turned out to be an awesome event. So and one thing that we wanted to do, that we see that there is such that, like, we like to bring people together, diverse backgrounds. So we want to show everything that's going on. And this year at the Grand Prix, there was the Major Taylor Bikers, and we actually showed that from downtown Wilmington going throughout the city through this right here, which was the Governor's Ride. Another example is the Malcolm, where we partnered with the Wilmington Library, and I have one-on-ones with celebrities that come to the library as a media run. And right here you can see is my conversation with Malcolm Jamal Warner. So that we've done Malcolm Jamal Warner, Sheba Baby, Pam Grier, and we've done Dennis Rodman so far. All right. Over to our cooking shows. Cooking shows with Dana. We are in the 3rd season of that. These are going extremely well across our platform. So we have 3 chefs. That's Dana.
This week on Health and Self, I have the youngest of the Fair Girls. My little Zobot, Zoe, is here with me. Zoe, tell them what we're going to make today.
We're making veggie ziti.
Yep, veggie ziti packed full of vitamins
So Chef Ashley is our health and self. It's more geared to a healthy community, and it's all healthy food. And what she does, her niche is she brings in her family and her friends, and to talk about the quick, healthy meals they can make on a budget. So that goes extremely well across our platform. We have also this guy right here. I don't know if you had the opportunity to see Chef Ruben on the Food Network. He actually won the competition for the sous chef. So he was a natural, and he thanks DETV for that, because he learned a lot on being on our station. So with that, okay, boom. We're also you all know we've been working on our kids programming, which is DETV Kids. Is a spin-off. It's inspired by Sesame Street. We decided during COVID to build a kids program that give the underserved and the Black and brown communities something more than just reading. So we hooked up with Eastside Charter, and they supply the teachers and the content, and they take their curriculum and they make it down, they mash it down, whatever subject, whatever they're teaching, down to 10 minutes. We call it an edutainment series, and it works extremely well. This right here is one of the first stars of the ETV Kids. I'll let you see who this little.
The letter of the day is O. I'm going to say the word first, and you're going to repeat it after me. Now let's think of a word like octopus. Octopus. Now you're going to say it with me. Octopus. Now I'm going to give you a little time to think of your own word that starts with an O. Are you ready? I'm listening. Wow, that's an outstanding word. Now I'm going to go. I'm going to think of the word as open. Now you repeat it after me. Open. Now we're going to say it together. Open. Open. Now I'm going to think of a word like ocean. Now you're going to repeat after me. Ocean. Now we're going to say it all together. Ocean. Ocean. Wait, before you go, let me ask you this simple question. What lives in the ocean? Maybe an opah, a fish that's really big, an oyster that's kind of small, and an octopus. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me on DTV Kids. Plus, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Bye, everyone.
So that's one of our inserts at DETV Kids. So you can see the direction that we're going. Something quick, something fast, as interstitials that can keep the attention of the younger generation. And this is something that we're putting more of these out this summer. What I would love from the council and city council is if you can help me just get this out to more people through your connects, that would be great. But it's going good, it's going strong. I also decided to add something. I remember growing up in Wilmington, going to Glasgow, we had Channel 2 News, and in Channel 2 News, we would love to see ourselves, high school students, see ourselves on the news. So what we did was I created a sports show. We are on our 10th episode, and that sports show is actually hosted by Nick Alessandrini, who calls a lot of Delaware sports, and Jason McCall. Now, the governor got wind of it, right, and decided that he just barged in and wanted to be on it. So they're going back and forth throughout the NBA draft. I'll let you take it up.
How about that? Would you rather have Ben Simmons or Jimmy Butler?
Well, so there you go. I mean, when we lost Ben, when Ben, fizzled out, that's a big loss. That's a big loss. Because we were, we got Harden to replace him, arguably, but one starting his career, the other's arguably towards at the end of his career. But that was it.
So that's just a little sample of it. In the new studio that we have the huge screen that we stand in front of. We do drafts. What we're looking for this up and coming in the fall when school starts back up is we're going to bring high school students in and we're going to present them as athletes of the week, giving them trophies or something like to say, we appreciate everything that you've done, academic and being out on a court or field. So that is going extremely well with us. As you know, we do have Good Morning Wilmington, and that's hosted by myself and Vincenza.
And next up,
and we did a special show about Restaurant Week. So we try to stay with current affairs. The show is 2 days out of the week, Monday and Wednesday.
My alley right there.
And is the vegan option, is it new to Wilma?
So our plan is to show everything Wilmington first, and then we'll move to Delaware, throughout the state of Delaware.
Excellent. You're accommodating all different dietary needs and palates, which is just so important.
Gremlot sauce. Definitely make a reservation.
Okay, so that's that. We created a new segment called the National Minute, which is hosted by Kerwin Gaines from the agenda that we previously still have. And it's more of his rant.
Welcome to the National Minute. This week we're talking about the tragedy in Uvalde, Texas. 10 to 11 on Saturday. The tragedy that took 19 fourth graders. 19 fourth graders. Two teachers and one person in critical condition.
Manifesting business for all the
Better go ahead, Abraham.
I think I got something else playing in the background. Give me 1 sec. I don't know where it's coming from.
Customers coming through the door, and that's what we want. That's what we need.
Can y'all hear that in the background? Give me 1 sec. I don't know where that's coming from.
But also support wellness.
Yes, we can hear.
Okay. Okay, it was just a technical error. Sorry about that. Okay, so Kerwin Gaines, who's the host of the agenda, we decided to add a little bit something for social media itself, and that is his rant. It's like a 1 minute rant about what's going on. That one was talking about the school shooting in Texas. We also partnered. We decided that to make Good Morning Wilmington work, we wanted to partner with some businesses and some other media companies downtown Delaware in Wilmington. So we came up with Lanny Swagger, the downtown update with all updates.
Broadway to Wilmington, Fiddler on the Roof is at the Playhouse June 9th to 12th. Come out to open mic night at the Grand or the Poppin' event at MKT Place, both on June 10th. Enjoy another open mic night on June 10th and 24th, Paint and Sip night on June 11th, and sign up for a youth summer acting camp on June 14th, all brought to you by Artscapes at 205 North Market Street.
All right. As you can see, we like all my ideas are just coming through fruition. So surveying the land, we wanted to make more of an impact with not just our viewership, but to the community. So we start asking questions of what does the community need, and one was that we came up with was financial literacy. So we are creating a show. Let me see if I have it in here. We have created a show, and shows about financial literacy with I have a couple people that I'm using, my CFO, Brandon Rogers, Dr. Dan Young, and what's the other guy name? Kyle Morris. And so we came up with a show of financial literacy. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, here we go. Here we go, right here. Boop. Is it playing? Okay.
We can go 3 times a week to the gym, right? I know that. That is my benchmark. That's my bread and my water.
Okay.
And that keeps me healthy and maintenance.
Right.
If I go 4 days a week, I'm improving.
So we're talking about everything from budgeting, savings, what happened to college, how to manage your money and your credit from college, being a business, and going all the way up to investments in cryptocurrency.
I want to have X number of dollars in this.
So, and this is something that we are creating and giving to the community for free. We also partnered with Del One Federal Credit Union for the impact part. The impact part is to get the people that watch the financial literacy pieces, get them to sign up and to come into webinars that we host as well at DETV at the Market Street location, and then get them to sign up for an account and then credit classes or financial literacy classes itself, so they can be a part so they can take advantage of that. Let's see. Nope, don't want to do that. And this is our news. Lastly, that guy.
Hello and welcome to DETV News, your trusted news source. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks for being with us. Last month, the community was shocked and saddened by the passing of the beloved principal American mayor.
This is the news that we put up. So we have a funnel that we shoot something live, and then we end up covering in the news, and then going right back and speaking briefly on it on Good Morning Wilmington. So it's a whole media run that we do.
Health on Christiana Care's Newark campus. Christiana projects the 24-hour pediatric care center will be able to evaluate and manage 90% of the pediatric cases currently seen in their emergency department.
All right, I think that's it for program, right? I think we pretty much hit everything for programming right now for the summer. Where we at right now is planning more panel discussions. We're working on creating another arm of DETV, because I am literally like upset about how like health and wellness is I'm not going to say it's not a thing, but what I found out with some of these providers here in Delaware, like they really don't want to put any I'm not going to say any, they don't want to put too much effort when it comes to Black and brown communities. That's just my opinion. That's how I see it. So what we're doing is we're creating DETV Health and Wellness Channel, and we're going to have everything in there I have a bunch of doctors on board that's going to help me get the word out to the Black and brown and underserved communities about prevention, and how to maintain and how to get themselves back on track. It's something that is now, it's more of a passion project, because I personally reached out saying, hey, I have the platform, how can we partner to get this out? And I'm finding that as long as we as Black and brown people that live here in Wilmington, as long as we meet that check mark, that's good enough for somebody, but it's not good enough for me. So forgive me for my rant, but that's what I'm doing right now to make sure that our community gets access to information about their health and wellness. So look for that coming in the fall, the financial literacy piece, and DETV Health and Wellness Channel. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Any questions? And tonight, you can turn to DETV. We'll be broadcasting live from the HBCU week at the Hotel DuPont. So.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Carrera.
Yes, I just want to say thank you again, Ivan, for all the great work that you're doing. I see you out and about in the community. I especially appreciate that you're helping to educate people about things that are going on in our city that sometimes they may not understand. One of the programs that I was able to come on and discuss was the neighborhood stabilization, what we're doing with the Wilmington Land Bank. And one of the ideas, and he also did a great interview with Ray Sacamundo, the director of the Wilmington Land Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So it really explain to folks how the land bank works, because we're trying to recruit more contractors to participate, to bid on these homes, and to help us revitalize the city, while at the same time it's helping to grow those businesses while they're doing that. So I thought that that was great. And one of the ideas that we tossed around, I'm not sure if that's still in the works, is to really follow one of those homes from start to finish, from the bidding process to when the contractor who wins the bid, and how they start revitalizing those homes until the time that the homeowner gets the key and walks into their new home, so that it really shows the work that is being done and how we are working together in the Wilmington community. So everything that you're doing is so important. And that's just one small piece that I was involved with. And I appreciate you welcoming me to the show to discuss that, among other things. And the work is top notch. I mean, I look at this as like, this could be on any major network on television. So keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll see you out there, and we'll be more involved in the work that DETV is doing. And I am having cooking show envy right now. So I'm just too busy, but I promise you, we're going to do our little Latin cooking show in the future. Just let me get through my summer, and then maybe in the fall. But thank you again.
Thank you. And yes, we are, that show, we had a production meeting the other day, and that show is actually going to go under the DIY part of DETV, because we want to show like the homes and garden part of DETV. We want to show that right there, and I even been speaking with some developers of partnering with us that we can check this out. That and they agreed, so I'm going to hold their feet to the fire on this, that we can go through the city of Wilmington, and the developers agreed to fix something in the person's home, and they might be handicapped or elderly, like a kitchen or whatever, and they will fix the entire thing. We get to film it, so it's like a big reveal. So that's something that we're working on in the near future. We're just trying to work more on some national sponsorship, because as you know, these shows like really cost. So, but that is something that show will fall right underneath.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Taveras.
Yes, let me lower my hand. Thank you so much, Ivan, for your presentation. Congratulations on all the work that you continue to do. There's a few things from your presentation that really intrigued me. I'll start first off with the kids show, the ETV Kids. I highly recommend to continue doing that. It was so great to see that on there. And I believe ITV continues to do their programs as well. But when you continue to involve the children who live here and have them involved in doing broadcast journalism, that kind of helps them to inspire them to pursue a career in this. So you're kind of really introducing more than just a program to our children. And some ideas I had now that school's out, maybe partnering or possibly highlighting some of the programs, connecting with the organizations we have in the city. So like Christina Koch Art Center, YMCA, One Village Alliance. There's just so much going on right now in the summertime for the kids. So that was like one thing that I saw right away with your programming. And then also with your financial literacy impact, don't forget about United Way of Delaware Stand By Me. They have one in Spanish. And so it's really helpful. I believe the Latin American Community Center has a program helping the Hispanic community there, but possibly bringing some of that diversity as well into your programming, I think would be great. But you're just doing a great job, and it's just so remarkable to see how you continue to hit every single topic in your programming. So from health to financial to the kids to the community. So continue the great work.
Thank you so much. And we are actually we've been taught that when we decided to do the news, and it's actually been 1 year to date. June 8th of last year is when we first started the news. The idea, and I when I told you before, I don't think you was on the commission, it was Hola Delaware. That was our news show. And we'd start putting all our effort in the English speaking news, because we didn't recognize the barriers at first. Like I need a Latino editor, a Latino producer, like that. But we are going to do that, because we know that downstate that people aren't getting information between the Latino community and the Haitian Creole community downstate. So I'm going to give it about maybe 8 months until we really get that downstate and get that team together to do that. Because one thing, and I told my team, everything that I create in English, I want to create in Spanish and Haitian Creole, because I am sick. I am literally sick of people not getting information because certain people don't want us to have the information. So I'm going to make sure that happens. I can swear on that.
Well, you're doing a great job covering all those grounds, Ivan. And you forgot to mention your women empowerment program, but I see something else in the making that you've kind of shed some publicity to. But congratulations on all the work.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Commissioner Fields.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say to DETV, I like the direction that you're going in, and I like that, Ivan, that you're kind of loosening the rings and giving other individuals on your crew, producer, letting them be producers and letting them kind of run the show. So I think that's a good thing when you know you don't have to have everything on you. And I like to thank you for like just reaching out. And I know you need more information from us in order, you know, in order to cover certain things. But, you know, I think you're doing a good job. I know you're doing a good job. You made me feel very comfortable when I came to do my interview. Yesenia, thank you for coming too. So I just want to let you know, like, you're headed in the right direction. Just keep up the good work. Yeah, I just like what you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Bassnight.
Yes, and this year just more for a from a processing perspective is Ivan, as you're aware, with your contract that we, you know, the city did say that we extending it out for the 2 renewal years, but also you know, for compliance purposes, we need an update on the reports based upon the contract, because I'm saying this to the commission because, you know, we will get dinged in the audit and the city auditor is on our commission. So whatever Wendell reached out to you on, because he oversees that, we must have those reports, please.
Okay.
Okay.
My CFO, I brought a CFO in about 3 months ago, and he might be on the call right now. If I can get that to you, I can give you the whole thing by say Monday. Because I know he was just tighten up our 990 with our accountant. If that's possible, I could give you everything by Monday.
Okay, and once again, it's whatever reports is listed in the contract. I know when you reached out.
I'm speaking about I'm sorry, Marshall. I'm speaking about the financials. Let me get the financials, and I got Dennis here. I'll get you the programming and all those other ones by the end of the day.
Okay. All right, thank you. And then if I can, Chair, I just wanted to recognize one of our staff person who went, you know, out of call of duty, Akira Granado. There was an issue at the Lancaster Associates location where DTV is located. Not that DTV did anything wrong, but with that whole location there, they had the wrong Delmarva meters connected with the wrong suites, and it sort of created a nightmare where it was to the point where, you know, somebody's power was going to get cut off. So we had to do a little bit investigation on our own end, where we literally had to go out to the site to take pictures of the meters. And Akira even actually went to Delmarva to get it straightened out, and Delmarva had to come out, and they was like, oh yes, it's going to take us a while to reconcile. But I just wanted to recognize her for going out of the way, and Wendell also assisted.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Bassnight, and thank you to Ms. Granado for everything that you have done for you know, for the commission. Mr. Thomas, if you can confirm to the commission the primary location of where the TPO services are being done from?
Yes, that is Lancaster, 2801 Lancaster Avenue, Suite I. Okay. That is the primary location.
Okay, all right, thank you. Yeah, man, I just want to also congratulate you for everything that you and your team are doing. I know you have a secondary location. I was fortunate enough to be able to go down there and do an interview from there, and that is just like all the rest of your work is top notch. Felt like I was in like CBS or ABC. So definitely, man, keep up the great work. Do you have any? I know we talked about it probably a few meetings back about going live.
Yes.
Having a live program again.
Yes. Dennis, we had a production meeting maybe about, was it 3 weeks ago then? About 3 weeks ago, and we were talking about offering to the community back on Sundays live episodes I think we said between 9, some not like in the afternoon, because that's where we know people watch, and that's where they watched previously. And we were talking about that. I could give you a better update where about maybe the next CTV meeting, and maybe we might have it already in place by then. But now it's just putting the staff and getting everything. But that is on the books to do this year. They go back to live programs on Sunday.
Okay.
Not live community programs. Sorry about that.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's great news. I know the community would definitely appreciate being able to see live TV again.
Yeah.
All right, man. Again, thanks for everything that you bring to our city. Definitely biased. I know you are called DET for a reason, but we want you right here in the city, giving us what you have given us for the last 3 years. And like Commissioner Cabrera said, you just keep on coming up with innovative ways to just hit every part of the market, or what might have been Commissioner Tavares. Just keep up the great work, man.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. Thank you for allowing us to do this.
All right, next on the agenda, we have a recommendation for the attorney for the cable franchise negotiations. Ms. Bassnight, can you please share?
Yes, I just want to just make some few remarks before I let John Stant, our Assistant City Solicitor, to go into some high-level details. First of all, I just want to let the commission know that Comcast has reached out to the city to state that they are ready to sit down at the table to start the negotiation process. Actually, they sent that letter back in March. So we're a little bit behind the curve. So we want to be able to get things rolling, and within our fiscal year 2022 budget, we do have funds set aside for an attorney. And actually, I want to say today is the deadline to be able to encumber those funds. So actually, I will be talking with the finance director today to see if we can get until Monday so that we can get this taken care of. Also, there was a small group that was put together to look at 3 firms, which 2 were local. One of the firms who also were local also had national recognition, and also a national firm when it comes to cable franchising. The small group that looked at those 3 organizations, law firms, consisted of myself, John Stant, Assistant City Solicitor, Mayor Baker, as well as Wendell Ralston, our station manager. And as we were looking at these law firms, some of the main criteria when we looked at them is we wanted a law firm to be able to recommend to this group is one who has experience with the FCC order. The FCC order is critical. There has been presentations to this commission by an outside attorney regarding the FCC order as far as what that entails, what that means. And we have a lot at stake if that isn't handled properly. Also, we're looking at someone who have experience in negotiation in a specialized field dealing with government. Also, we wanted someone who was knowledgeable of telecommunications. And we also wanted someone who had a network, dealing with government, because we realized that many firms, law firms have, the ability to do contracts, but we need someone with specialized expertise. So Chairman Congo, if you don't mind, if we can have John Stant, if he can just share a little bit more.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Excuse me. Thank you, Marshall. You kind of hit everything on the head. The Comcast contract ends in 2 years, and it's important for the city to get maximum value out of any cable franchise agreement that it enters, specifically for WITN, because the franchise fees that come in pay for WITN. And in the last 6 or so fiscal years, from 17 to 21, where I could get some actual data, the net revenue has gone down from 1.25 million to just over $1 million. And in many of the conversations between Marshall and Mayor Baker, Wendell, and I, we think that the revenue stream is going to dwindle even further with the proliferation of streaming and over-the-top devices. So it was critical for us to find a firm that will have the city's back and engage in these high-level negotiations. I do appreciate all three firms that interviewed. We did receive a letter of engagement from Best and Krieger, who represented the city in the 2012 Comcast negotiations and represented the city in litigation regarding the recent FCC order that changed the definition of franchise fees that may have some impact on the city's revenue streams. I reviewed the letter of engagement yesterday. All from my standpoint, I believe we need to add in is the city's general outside council guidelines, which just states that a critical part here that there's someone from the law department who will be attached to work with them. In this case, it'll be me. I should have that to Marshall either later today or Monday, and hopefully that dovetails nicely with encumbering funds in the current fiscal year to begin the negotiation process.
Chairman, if I can just make one additional comment.
Yes, please.
Yeah, one comment that I didn't make when WI10 was presenting, but it's also could be part of this or not necessarily, but anyway, is one of the other things that we're going to be looking into is, yes, the number of subscribers has gone down for WI10, but also, I mean, COVID hit, right? So even if we look at the number of subscribers as far as that came down from the pandemic versus the year before, so there was an impact also from COVID. So with that, there is infrastructure bill funds, there are ARPA funds. So we are going to be looking to see if something can also be made, could be provided to WRTN, or if something could be submitted for that as well. I don't know what that is as of yet, but that is something that we will be looking into as well. And that has nothing to do with this recommendation. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Sorry that I got off the agenda.
Okay, thank you, John and Marshall, for your insight. How much can we anticipate paying this law firm?
I believe Marshall can speak better to this. I believe right now there are $25,000 in funds that can be encumbered. I'm not sure the number that was agreed upon to fund in fiscal year 2023. One of the selling points to me of BB&K was the cost of their attorneys. Even their high-level partners weren't charging weren't charging more than $380 per billable hour, and they had a wide array of staff members to keep costs low for the city.
And if I can, Chairman Congo, too, is for fiscal year 2023, we did put aside $75,000 because we knew we was going to use, it's going to be more time that's going to be involved. So in total, because we're going to take the this current year money to encumber it and to have it rolled over. So in total, it's going to be $100,000. Is that $100,000 going to be enough? I'm hoping that's enough to get us started with. We might need to add more later on because, as we're doing this, not only will this law firm will be the lead negotiator, but also with this, we're gonna need a whole section in the code revamp when it comes to telecommunications, because as we know, cable has changed substantially from how it was done 12 years ago. So that's going to be quite intense. There's going to be additional research that needs to be done as far as, you know, how the pay gets set up, how that's done. So all of that is going to be intertwined. We also know that in 2 years, our TPO contract is going to be expiring. So all of that, you know, is going to be encompassed to be able to use this attorney for, to be able to handle those things.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions or comments from any committee members?
Chair Congo, this is Terrence, the City Auditor. I also
Yes.
want to just remind Marshall that we are working on the Comcast audit, and that should be finished hopefully by the end of this month. We actually have Avenue Insights Analytics actually doing the engagement, and they had some turnover as they were wrapping up the engagement. So as I mentioned, hopefully by the end of this month, we should have that audit wrapped up.
Chairman, if I may.
Yes, yes, you may.
Yes, and thank you, Commissioner Williams, because that is very important as part of our initial interviews with the 3 organizations. That was something that was mentioned, how that's critical, that if we have not done an audit, I mean, we would need to do one like immediately. So we are ahead of the curve with that. So that's good to know that that's, you know, is coming to an end to be finalized.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments from any committee members? Anyone from the public? All right, I want to again just thank everyone who joined us this afternoon, whether you were on the committee or if you are from the public and joined us virtually. This time I will accept a motion to recommend the law firm for the cable franchise negotiation.
So moved.
Second.
On the question? All in favor signify by saying
Sorry,
aye.
I'm President. On the question, and the name of that law firm is BB&K. I just want to make that for the record.
Okay, thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, motion carried. Okay, thank you. Anyone from the public want to give any comments, any final comments? Any commissioners? If not, I will accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second to adjourn the meeting. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, motion carried, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.